Three thoughts about government payments to farmers. I'm going to talk about pass-through, I'm going to talk about panic, and I'm going to talk about perpetuity. By the time you're watching this video, the President of the United States, along with the Secretary of Agriculture, Brooke Rollins, and Secretary of the Treasury, Scott Bessent, are going to have unveiled a $12 billion one-time payment to American farmers. The media is talking about this, saying it's because of trade disruptions that are causing farmers to hurt. Well, the reality is that is not based on trade. As you've heard me say a number of times on this channel, it's because of an oversupply. Globally, we have too much commodity, which is why the prices are where they are, which is below the cost of production. Let's talk about the pass-through. I've heard a lot of people in agriculture say, yeah, but it's not like we're going to keep that money. You know, those trade groups went to Washington, D.C. and lobbied for this. And then also our creditors, the ag lenders groups and the ag input suppliers went there and lobbied for this money. It's not like we're going to keep it, but they give us this payment money. It's just going to go right to them. I got a newsflash for you. I know a lot of folks who work in production agriculture have only endeavored in production agriculture, maybe haven't been in a lot of businesses, but every business faces a similar situation. If money comes in when your economy is down, it doesn't get buried in the backyard in a mayonnaise jar. It gets put back out to those that you pay money for. If you have a small manufacturing business, you're paying your electric bill, you're paying your cost of goods, your raw materials, your warehouse rent, your office space. This is not unique to agriculture. Any monies that come in, of course, go out to those that are your creditors. It's the same situation for everyone. Number two, let's talk about the panic. I see a lot of media lamenting that all these farms are going bankrupt, and I've recorded an episode about this on my Business of Agriculture with an Ag America lending representative, and we gave you some real numbers. The truth is, and I'm not being mean, I'm an agricultural person. The truth is our bankruptcy rates are actually quite small. There were 93 bankruptcy filings in Q2 of 2025. You annualize that and take it to 400 bankruptcies at American farms out of 1.88 million farms. That is a failure rate of 0.02%. Any other industry would kill for numbers like that. Think about restaurants where almost 20% don't even make it to the first year. A lot of businesses could only look at with envy the bankruptcy rate that happens in agriculture because we are backstopped, which brings up the perpetuity. Talked about pass-through, talked about the panic. Now let's talk about perpetuity. I'm talking about we have had ag programs that propped up the farm bill for quite some time, which is why our bankruptcy rate is actually quite small. Will this continue? This is not a one-time payment. We all know that. There were payments a year ago or 5 years ago or 12 years ago. Really, since the 1980s when we had the farm crisis, we have had a USDA policy of propping up American producers for national security reasons and for cheap food policy. Will this continue? And that means will we have the political clout a decade from now to make sure that we still have a policy that backstops American agriculture? I'll be talking about that in another video. Till next time, I'm Damian Mason coming at you with my trusty hiking companion from the top of the mountain here. I talk all over the country about the world's most important industry at meetings. I also do it so right here online. Thank you for tuning in. Damian Mason, the Business of Agriculture.